Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Tessman from StampYourArtOut.com, and I am here with another live paper crafting class. We are recording live right now on Wednesday, March 18th at 11 a.m. Central Time on Facebook. I'm here with my son, Nick. Anyways, we are going to share with you a really cute idea using punches and dies to make a bunny. And I'm just going to make sure I've got all my buttons pushed here that I need to have pushed. So welcome. I'm so glad that we are still able to do this sort of thing. Online works, right? I'm glad that I can still share in the midst of all this stuff that we are experiencing in our world. It is now global, isn't it? So good morning, everyone. Happy days, yes. It's interesting. It's an interesting state to be in our world right now with the COVID-19 spreading, and now of course it's in the U.S. area. So all areas of the world it seems like it's hitting now, and so we're trying to take that social distancing very seriously, and we're staying at home. School is canceled for a while at least, and so our spring break, which we are currently on, is going to be extended a bit. The boys are looking forward to that, although it's kind of hard because Nick, my social one right here, he loves to hang out with friends, so it's a little bit less fun for him, I think. I don't know. Anyways, I'm glad that you're joining me. Okay, so, and we are praying for those people who are on the front lines, so to speak, right? The healthcare workers and those people who are still providing us with all our necessary food and supplies. So thank you to all of you who might be in that area of work, and best wishes to all of you. So we're going to move on. We're going to have some fun here, okay? The beauty of live broadcasting is that I get to see your comments. Nick is with me because I said, Nick, this is the one thing that I always lack in, and I asked him if he would go ahead and read the comments as we're going along and let me know if there's any questions.
Only questions, right?
Yeah, questions, things that need to be addressed while we're going live, because I'm bad at that. I'm so bad. So yes, leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Your comments get you entered into the prize drawing, of course. And what I did differently this time is I already drew the names just before I went live for the last broadcast that we did a couple weeks ago. Sorry about last week, we couldn't do it then, but a couple weeks ago was the last one, and we already drew the names for that, so it's going to make it quicker at the end. But we've got lots of prizes to choose from for this video for today, and of course we always draw for 2 more prizes from the current video a week later. So you still have a chance even if your name isn't drawn at the end, but you got to leave a comment. Let me know that you shared this video if you did. That's always, I'm always grateful for that. People are saying hello to you, Nick.
Hi.
Hi. All right. What else do I want to share before we start? I think that's it. So today I'm going to demonstrate a cute bunny. And I'm going to put this bunny onto a little gift box or treat box. Perfect for spring, Easter time. If you're not somebody that celebrates Easter, that's okay. Then you could use this maybe as a new baby gift box or something, because this bunny's cute. So we're going to put it together using punches and dies, and I'm going to feature one that is kind of wrapped around the colors of the Parisian Blossoms designer paper, which is gorgeous, and then the other one I'm going to show you. That one's a completed one, and that one is done with the colors that are around the Ornate Garden, which is a new suite of products that demonstrators can currently get during this month of March. Next month, April 1st, you will be able to get your hands on this stuff. And this is early release products from the upcoming annual catalog. So a good chance to get your hands on some new goodies, right? I think that's all I wanted to mention. So let's go ahead and move to the computer first so that you can see the wonderful, oops, hang on, I'm pushing some buttons here. The wonderful products and measurements that you're going to need. You can take a screenshot if you'd like to, or you can wait. I'm going to post this tomorrow on my blog, so if you don't want to wait till Saturday, you don't have to this time. I'm going to go ahead and post this on my blog tomorrow with the measurements, the supply list, and all those supplies will be linked to my online store. So if you have not visited my website before, it's stampyourartout.com, and you can always find a shop button on that link, and then you can get those products. Okay, so here we go. Parisian Blossoms designer paper, and we're going to cut 4 pieces that are kind of like long rectangles, and then we're going to cut a square piece, and those are just going to decorate the box. So really, you can use any designer paper for this. The extra cardstock we're going to punch and die cut from to assemble our bunny. And then at the end, oh yep, this is all bunny stuff. Okay, there's going to be a sentiment on the inside of the box, so we will use a punch for that. And then you can see over here all the different supplies that you could use. But if you have things that are similar, because I'm using a ton of supplies today, if you have things that are similar, like let's say you still have oval punches, that's currently not a supply that Stampin' Up! Carries anymore. I don't know, Nick, are you bored already? He's waiting for the donut.
Questions.
Oh, okay. So if you have those kinds of things, you could substitute in and out. You don't have to purchase every single one of these items unless you want to make it exactly the same. So now let's move to our desktop and look at some of the pretty papers. So I decided to use these papers because they're gorgeous, for one thing. I just think they have a nice spring look to them, and I thought that they would work well with Easter because of the colors. But then I was like, uh-oh, there's no green. What am I going to do about the grass that's surrounding the bunny? And then I said, it doesn't matter. We can have the pool party be the greenish color, and it actually looks pretty good. So, you know, depending on the sunlight or, you know, the atmosphere, you can have foliage look something other than green, can't you? So these are small pieces. I don't have any 12 by 12 left of any of these anymore. And then these are the flip sides of the paper. I'm just loving this paper. So that's what they look like on the flip side, and I'll bring those closer up to the camera so you can see. There we go. So really nice designs. Petal pink. Trying to think what the red is now. Maybe one of you knows. Shout it out. I can't remember. Is it cherry? I don't remember. And I don't have my packet in front of me to look it up. But petal pink and pool party, and then there's a metallic sheen to a few of the papers in there, and that's a champagne color. So yeah, shout it out if you know it, and then Nick will look for it and let me know. I'm gonna put this behind you and grab this piece. Okay, so let's get started with cutting. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you the finished one this time because she's so darn cute. And that way you can have an idea of what we're going for here. So this is one of them. And then I have another one too. We're gonna make ours slightly different though. We're not gonna make a white bunny. So let's start by cutting our cardstock with our paper trimmer. Those of you that are beginners, you can do this. If you've never paper craft before, you can totally do this. I have faith in you. Our paper, again, it's not 12 by 12 anymore, but it used to be. We're gonna put it into the paper trimmer at the 4-inch mark. So let me zoom in so you can see. There is the 4-inch mark here, and we're gonna trim it up like that. And you only need 1/3 of a sheet to do this. So these pieces are now gonna be 1 7/8, so almost 2 inches. You can see it's coming to 2 little marks right before the 2-inch there. That's the 7/8 inch marks. We're gonna cut 4 of those like that. And then you have a little bit left, and we wanna get a square piece from that. So if we have a 4-inch wide piece, we wanna make a 4-inch tall piece. So we'll just put it in here at 4 inches and trim. This is scrap that you can do, I'm sure, something else creative with, right? Don't throw those scraps away, especially metallic-y, sheeny designer paper. It's just too much fun. Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see your names pop up. Hi, Pat. How are you? I saw that you emailed today, but I haven't checked my email, so I'll check it out soon. Okay, I'm going to move the trimmer aside, and we are going to grab the die cutting machine. Stampin' Up! Used to carry this die cutting machine. We're switching over. I believe the new one's going to be released in the annual catalog. So right now I'm using the Sizzix Big Shot. Most die cutting machines will totally work with our dies. I'm going to put the cutting one on the bottom here. Okay, so let's take the oval from the Stitched Shapes framelits. So these framelits not only cut the shape, but then they make a cute little stitching around the outside. So we're going to use that one. We're also going to use another set of dies. So again, I'm using a ton of supplies, but if you can find things that are comparable, you don't have to spend $1 million on this project. From the Catch of the Day, or no, this isn't Catch of the Day. Yes, it is. Catch of the Day Thinlits dies. We're going to use this grass piece here, and we're going to use this little fisherman guy. So he actually die cuts a shape that matches a stamp. So there's a coordinating stamp set with this that's really, really nice. A good guy set. You know, there's not a lot of guy sets out there, but that one's, I love that one. And not that girls don't go fishing too, right? Okay, so let's bring in our colors that we need to cut with them. We're going to use Pool Party with the one that's for grass, and we're going to use the Petal Pink for the one that looks like a fisherman, and we're only going to punch out, and here I'll move it a little bit here, we're only going to die cut, I should say, the bottom portion, so like where the body of the fisher person is in the water, okay? And we're going to punch or die cut 2 of these, so we need that there. And then for the ears, we're going to have to do that, oh, we could probably fit it on here. Let's try to fit it on there, okay? For the ears, we're going to do that in crumb cake. So we're going to bring it in from the other side here because we need to do 2 ears. So there we go. Let's put our cutting mat back on top. Did anyone name that color, Nick? Do you know? The delays are kind of, they're not, everyone's kind of 30 seconds behind me, so you're going to see comments a little.
There's a bunch of people earlier saying cherry cobbler, but I
oh, it is cherry cobbler. Yay!
Okay.
Thanks.
That was a long time ago, though.
Yeah.
I was confused at what they meant by that.
So we need one of these, and actually we need 2 of those. So we're going to do that one twice, and you can see that one's cut all the way through. And then this one is, see, isn't that cute? It's got a little stitching on the inside, sorry. It is on the, oh no, it's not on the outside. Some dies we have that are stitched have a die, like a little stitching on the outside too. These are one of our original stitched dies, so that one did not come with stitching on the outside. Let's set it up again so that we can cut out twice as many. So let's put that one over here now. Let's set this one here. And let's grab our take your pick tool with the die brush attachment, and we're just gonna kind of rub on top on the surface here. I'm holding my hand back here, and that kind of helps keep the paper against it. There, you can get a foam pad too, but this just helps to separate it in your hands without having to have all of that extra paraphernalia. There we go. There's the guy. So we pulled it out. Looks like that. Isn't that cool? Let's do another one of those. And I think we've got it good. Let's go ahead and die cut those. When you die cut with the Big Shot, you want to make sure that you've got the cutting mats on top and bottom. Some people do their dies going the opposite way on their paper. I have found that with some dies I get a more thorough cut, like if you have it this way going through, but then you can't see where your dies are with your paper, so you have to be careful. So sometimes when I do that, I die cut it this way, and then I flip it over and I look, and if the cut is not completed, I make sure that that die has not gotten out of there. I put it back in with the cutting mats again and bring it through, and it cuts more thoroughly. So now we have 2 of everything and some scraps that we'll just brush onto the floor. All right, let's move that out of the way. And we're gonna brush this piece out like that. Okay, the one more thing that we need to do with the grass is remove the cattails. So let's push these things aside because we don't need them. All right, for the cattails, see how the grass is going this way? So I want this piece to kind of go like that. So I'm going to come in from the inside and curve my paper snips down. And now it looks like a piece of grass. We're going to do the same thing to this side. We're just going to start from the inside and curve down. Okay, so we have more grass than weeds, right? So from the inside down, inside down. And you could use those cattails for something if you really want to. Or you can throw them in your garbage. Okay, so we've got those pieces done. Now we want to punch a few more shapes. From our crumb cake cardstock, we're going to grab our punches, and here they are. We need a big bunny body. So we're going to use the 2 1/4 inch punch. That's a nice circle punch. That's the biggest size circle punch we have. And then we're going to punch out one of the hearts. And I'm just calling this the heart punch, but it comes with 2. It's got a scallop, a larger one that has a scallop edge. And that one is part of the heart punch pack, it's called. So we're going to go ahead and punch the heart punch from the heart punch pack out. So we've got those pieces. And then we need we have a question?
Well, kind of.
Okay.
Trouble with cutting the elegant
Oriental dyes.
Oriental dyes, yeah.
Is anyone having trouble with that? Pat, I'm not sure which dyes they are. Can you tell me what set that is? Sometimes, it's a matter of where you position it on your die cutting machine too. She's asking if anyone else is having trouble with the elegant Oriental dyes. And I'm not sure which set you're talking about, but if you take and turn it upside down, I've had success with that in getting them deeper cut. And also towards the outside edges of your die cutting machine, you typically get a better cut as well. So from our white paper, we're going to punch 2 small 1/2 inch circles. We're building a bunny for anyone who's coming in late, okay? Let me check to make sure I've got everything. I've got the 2 white circles, Oh, and then we're going to punch out. We're going to punch out one more, but we're going to stamp first. And because this is not a see-through stamp, it's our cling mount stamps. You can't see through them like you can with the photopolymer. We're going to stamp it now, and then we'll punch it out because we can line up the punch around that sentiment. So let's go ahead and stamp that. And that says, sending Easter wishes to someone very sweet. Again, like I said at the beginning, you could totally turn this into like a baby gift or something. So now that we've got that in there, we'll just punch it out, okay? If you wanted to, you could have a smaller circle punch, like the 2 inch punch for your sentiment, and then you'd have kind of a border going around it. And you'll see what I mean when we're done, and you can see the inside. All right, and then there's one other punch that's optional, but if you want to do it, you could. I'm not going to add this one to my bunny. I'm going to have open eyes. But if you want to make eyelids like you saw on that first bunny, you're going to punch out another 1/2 inch circle, and then you're going to cut it in half. And you have eyelids then, okay? And you want them to coordinate with the fur of the bunny. So let's move this stuff out of the way and let's bring in the box. Okay, so the box comes from a package of gift boxes or treat boxes called Baker's Boxes. You get a set of 8 of them in there. And
she had a misspell or whatever. I don't know what that says.
Ornate layers dies. Oh, well, those are pretty big dies, and I'll show I hope I'll remember. Nick, will you remind me to show the new suite at the end?
Sweet?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just say, Mom, show the new suite. Okay. Because it's sitting on my table, but there's times where I forget things that are on my table. So the ornate garden or ornate layers dies, they're like frames, and they're very detailed and intricate. So yeah, I'll show you what Pat is talking about. So here's what it looks like when you get it. And what you'll want to do is actually probably decorate it before you assemble it. I think it's going to be easier. So we're going to do that right now with our papers. We're going to take our designer papers and add our snail adhesive to the back side. So far, is there anybody out there who's a beginning crafter? And I'm hoping if you are, you'll let me know if you're feeling intimidated or like you think you could do this, okay? That'd be fun to find out. Okay, so we're going to put these on all 4 sides, but for the last one, for the 4th one, I want to do something special. this surface on these boxes just grab onto the snail adhesive, by the way. So be very careful because you can stick something down accidentally and then need to move it, and you'll tear the top glossy surface of it. Okay, so this one will go back here. And then you'll notice that we're not touching these sections of the box. These are gonna get tucked in. Okay, those are gonna get tucked into the box, so we won't need to decorate them. But this one here is going to be shown on the front, and you'll notice that there's like this little circular area in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you with my fingernail, and if you don't have a fingernail, you could use like a stylus. In fact, here, I think I have a stylus, not on that one. Oh, it's a separate attachment. I don't have it on my Take Your Pick tool right now, but a stylus is like a little rounded ball, so it won't cut, but it'll make a little indentation. I'm just gonna use my fingernail. You could also use a bone folder. You could do a bone folder, but you're gonna press into that groove. And I guess I like my fingernail because I can feel it with my fingertips too. And I just made an indentation into the paper. You can kind of see it there, right? So then we take our 1-inch circle punch. I bet some of you were saying, what about that 1-inch circle punch? That was listed in the supplies and you didn't pull it out yet. That's basically what this is for, is to get that fun little notch in there, okay? So now we can add this. And I forgot to mention that you'll want to line up the paper before you put that notch in, but hopefully you saw that I was doing that. Okay, so that's done. Now this is going to be the front of the box like this, okay, when you assemble it. So this is how we want the bunny to be put on, going, you know, this is the up and this is the down, okay? And thank you for the sweet comment. I forgot who said that, but yes, I think he's handsome too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, let's start putting the bunny together. The first thing that I want to do is the eyes. And I do not have a ton of these left, but these glitter enamel dots are such an awesome embellishment. So I use them a lot. I think that everybody should own them because they're the best. So we're going to take our marker. This is our blends marker. That's our dark basic black. And we're going to go ahead and color. And I have to tell you, because some of you are looking at my eyes going, where are her reading glasses? I have multifocal lenses, also otherwise known as bifocal lenses, but they're not like a bifocal glass, like glasses. They're different. So when you guys gave me all of that advice, I was so excited because when I went to the eye doctor last week, she said, yeah, let's give those multifocal lenses a try here and see how you like them. And I'm loving them. I'm loving them. I can see up close. I mean, it takes some adjustment, but it's really nice, and I can see far away. So thank you for all your suggestions. You viewers out there have really helped me out with that. Yay! Okay, now we want to take our white little circles here. See? We all share. And we're going to just peel this little guy up, and we're going to pop it down. And I would use the Take Your Pick tool on this, but I didn't. All right, let's grab the Take Your Pick tool. So there's one eye. I'm so used to using my fingers on some of these tools. The Take Your Pick tool is fairly new to Stampin' Up, so to use it is not like, it's not something that's natural to me, I guess. But there's our eyeballs, and I'm going to show you them up close because they look like real eyeballs. Is that fun? So there's our bunny eyes. And we'll move that off to the side because we don't want to use that again. We're going to grab now our snips and we're going to trim these little weird looking ovals. Now the ovals can be weird looking because it's going to be the fuzz inside the rabbit's ears. So these are okay to have not as a true oval. Nick, are you having fun?
Sure.
Okay. Now, notice they're both going the same direction. I'm going to flip one of them over so that we have kind of a different look here. And I think that looks good. So now let's go ahead and add adhesive to them. So I'm going to put them right next to each other so that when I run the snail adhesive on here, I'm kind of getting them both at once without having a mess on my table. And I think I want them to go this way. I like that little indentation going up towards the top. So you'll want to add the inner ears before you put the bunny together, because on one box I didn't do that and it was a lot harder to line up those inner ears. So we've got that going, and this is going to become the face of the bunny. So we're going to grab our glue dots, which I think are easier to apply to our eyeballs, and we're just going to pop our eyeball on there, pick up our glue dot, and we're going to stick it down. You know what? I'm not going to do that yet. Hang on. Rachel's going ahead of herself. Let's start putting the bunny onto the box. So we got this one turned upside down because we don't want to stick it to the table. Okay, the circle's going to go on first, and we're just going to push it into the little section there around the edge where the window is. We want it fully in the window, and we want about the same amount of distance on either side of the circle there. Got that? The grass is going to go on next. And when we put the grass on, we want it to go opposite, so we have to flip one over. And I kind of like it like this. So when you're looking at this, you want to say, okay, where can I put the adhesive where it's not going to show? The circle that we just put on is going to get covered on the opposite side, but the grass is not. Now you can totally cut out 2 more pieces of grass if you want to slather your grass with adhesive and then put a back panel on the inside. You could do that, but I don't want to do that. So I'm going to show you what to do. Here you can put a glue dot, and here and here. So we're going to grab the glue dots and we're going to stick one as far over to this side as possible, and then on these 2 pieces here. And that's how you use glue dots. You just expose one, you stick your piece on there, press it down, and lift it up. And this is going to go right about here. And this one will do the same thing. Nick is bored, he's yawning.
No, I've been yawning like a while. I'm just tired.
He's a teenager. He, he likes to sleep. Oh, where did we put that now? Hang on. Okay, so we're going to put it here. And we're going to put it here. And he's usually my early morning riser, but during spring break, he has been definitely sleeping in. I did that wrong, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay, we're going to peel it up. We're going to peel it up. I know. Are you worried, Nick? Don't be worried.
I'm worried.
All right, I think that one might be okay over there. Yes, that one should be okay. But I think I had this one too far over because I doubled it. So we want to put it as far over to the left. And these are the 2. You guys were watching me and you're like, no, don't put it there. And I didn't hear you. But that's okay. Okay, so there. And if you happen to get one that's sticking out too far, just get your finger in there and fold it over and back onto itself. Creative glue dotting. There. And then on the inside, we don't see the glue dots. We only see adhesive here. In fact, why don't we go ahead and cover that up right now with our stamped sentiment. And again, you could use a smaller circle if you want to. But if you do, be careful of where you're putting the adhesive on the one that's for the bunny. Because if you have it all the way to the edge, you're still going to see the adhesive if your circle here is much smaller, okay? So that's the easy way to do it. Now we want the bunny head on, which we're going to add with dimensionals. So we'll put on 1, 2, 3 dimensionals. Peel off the backing or release papers for that. And I want the bunny's face to be down a little bit. So we don't want it up here as much. We want it to kind of be down like that. And I'm just centering it between the grass, because we have the grass even on each side. So now we've got the bunny head on. And now we want the ears to be added. And when we add the ears, which I think I'm going to do it this way this time. Okay, so when we put these on, you'll notice that the ends of the ears are going to be exposed on the inside of the box. So we want to add our dimensionals directly onto our bunny body, like that, okay? And then we can add glue dots to the ends, like this. And in fact, I'm going to put them on at the same time so it's kind of even. All right, so we've got a glue dot on each end, and these 2 are going to be added just like this. And you'll notice I'm putting them on front instead of in the back. Sometimes when I've made bunnies in the past, I've tucked the bunnies underneath, but then he's gonna have a cone head. And we don't want a cone head. So we're gonna try to cover up.
Except for Lucky.
Yes, our cat, we tease him because he has kind of a cone-shaped head. All right, so there. We have our ears on, and it's covering up the point of the heart. And then this kind of bugs me too, right? So to solve that, we bring in a ribbon. And you know what? I got this heart-shaped face idea with the ovals and heart and ribbon from another demonstrator. I saved it, and I didn't write it down. So I will try really hard to look for that and give that person credit for inspiring the shape of my bunny's head. So thank you if it's you. All right, so we're tying our little bow, and this is our petal pink metallic edged ribbon. Okay, so we're just adjusting it and trimming it up using my snips that is assigned for ribbon only. Once you get into paper crafting, you will get smart about that too. You'll have a ribbon just for your paper crafting, for your ribbons. You don't want to touch paper with that scissors because paper dulls scissors. This is duller than the other one, and then it's hard to cut ribbon. Okay, so we've got our bow, and then we grab another glue dot. Glue dots are going to be your friend during this project. Okay, so that just goes right on the head. And if you want a more masculine looking bunny, just don't have a glittery ribbon like I have. This is a real sparkly one. Because the other one that I have, the other bunny I have, I think he's a guy. So you can still have ribbon on your head. Now we can add the eyes. So we're going to stick the little eyes on. And I'm not pushing down hard because I want to be able to move them if I have to. So, isn't this adorable? Nick, what do you think? Is it so adorable or what?
Sure.
Thanks. Thanks for playing my game. All right, so now I've got the eyes on there, and we're going to add a nose. And the nose can be, I used the gold faceted, what are these called? Gold faceted gems on one of my bunnies, the one I showed you, right? This gal right here. Because I thought that looked pretty similar to the metallic edge on this ribbon. But I'm not going to use it this time. I thought I would use the clear faceted gems this time instead and bring in one of our markers called the Dark Petal Pink Blends. Now if you're going to color on faceted gems, and this will work, but it's got a rougher surface to it than a lot of our embellishments, and so adding the color to it might roughen up the end of your tip of your marker, so you want to be really gentle. And I've already colored this one as much as I thought I could. So you can see that the petal pink is not going to get too much darker, but I wanted to color on it one more time to see if letting it dry and then coming back and kind of coming in with color would add any more to it. I'm guessing not, but it might. So we're just going to color on top of there to pinken it up a bit. And it's okay if it's not, yeah, it's not too much darker. But we're going to add that. And I'm going to show you another option you have too. These here are the frosted and clear epoxy droplets. They're really fun. So I took one of the larger droplets and I also colored that. I started coloring that with the pink. But the petal pink color is not a real strong color. So it's not going to get, it's very light. So you can see on that one, you can't see much of a difference either. But on our finished one that is done with the Ornate Garden suite, I did use those and I used a different pink, so I'll show you that soon. So let's go ahead and stick that little bunny nose on there. You could certainly stick whiskers underneath or draw whiskers on if you want to. Oops, that's not centered. Oh, that's not centered either. There we go. Okay, we need to put the paper on the inside of the box. So let's stick this down on the inside. Are we having fun? Dab the marker instead of coloring. You know, I've done that too. Angela, thank you for that tip. That does give a more intense color. So thank you for that tip. And especially on the faceted gems, if you dab it on instead of swiping back and forth, you're going to do less damage to the tip of your marker. So thanks, Angela. Okay. All right, so now we can go ahead and fold this all up and in using our bone folder for help. Okay, that one's already folded. Isn't he or she adorable? I'm loving it. Maybe I'll give my kids some treats in this. Now, for this guy here, I'm actually going to fold that in. You don't need to. In fact, it's meant to be kind of a help for opening the box. But I thought it kind of made the bunny look weird. So I am not going to let those little tabs stick out. Almost done. Okay, now that we've got that done, we can start assembling. So for this box, and I'll zoom out just a tad, you're going to bring the two sides in first.
Do you have eyelashes on the bunny?
Do I have eyelashes? No, but that would be...
eyelashes.
I love it, Diana. Good idea. Yes, that would make her definitely look more feminine, wouldn't it? So this comes up and over like this, and you can see these little sections here stick out a bit. Those tuck into some slits in the bottom of the box. So you can see they just fit right in there, and that helps to hold the front portion of the box closed. And then you can put a treat inside there, like, I don't know, like a donut that fits perfectly. I went to 2 donut places to find the donut that would fit best. And there's our finished box. We have 2 other versions that I want to show you. And then I'm going to introduce you to the Ornate Garden Suite. Thanks for the idea. A pom-pom tail. Yes, we could have a little tail sticking out on the back too. In fact, here, instead of a pom-pom, because that would add bulk, we could just tuck it like that. But you know what? You don't see it too well, do you? What if we stuck it on the side? Well, then he looks like he's twisted. I don't know. I don't know about the tail, but thank you, you guys. Okay, so there's 2 of them, and they look pretty similar. And then we've got this one here using soft suede. So Whisper White, soft suede, and crumb cake for our bunnies. Yes, let's go ahead and add a donut to the inside of this one too. This is glazed. It's a day old or 2 days old, but Nick's gonna have it anyways after he's done as his thank you for helping me. And then if you want to, of course, you can turn it into a nice Easter treat box with candy. Oops, get in there. I think I filled it too high. Thank you, Nancy and Kayla, for your candy that you brought on the retreat that we just went to a couple weekends ago, because I stole it, because it kind of matches. So it has little daisies on it. And this paper is from the Ornate Garden Suite. So I'm going to show you that real quickly. But I hope you like those. Aren't they fun? This guy has the nose with the, which pink did I use? I used, what is the name? Hang on, I'm going to grab it. This one here, Flirty Flamingo? Yeah, dark Flirty Flamingo I used on his nose there. And that is the pink for the paper too. And I chose that because I thought the pink on this paper was a little brighter. It's more of a terracotta version of the pink, but I thought it went pretty well. And he's got green eyes. This is Pear Pizzazz, which is a color that's complementary to the colors that are in the suite. All right, let me show you the suite, okay? So this is a new suite of products. Hang on. I know you can't see me. Hang on. Okay, there we go. This is a new suite of products that will be available April 1st to all, and right now is available to anybody who gets the starter kit. During celebration, you can purchase that on your starter kit if you'd like. Starter kit people can do pre-orders. Yay. And any demonstrators who are current as well can order this product. So this is the paper, and it's a specialty paper because it's got foiling on 4 of the sheets, a gold foiling. There are stamps that coordinate with this and dies. This is the one that I've used the most so far because I love sentiments, the Ornate Thanks, which coordinates with Ornate Borders. And you know what's fun about the Ornate Borders is you get these little branch pieces that come out, and I'll show you that on a sample card in just a minute. So that's Ornate Borders. Ornate Style is another set that you can get in this suite, and that coordinates with the Ornate Layers, which is what Pat was referring to. So when she's die cutting these guys here, she's not getting the full cut. So again, Pat, I'd recommend flipping it upside down. So run it through this way where you can see where it's at, and then flip the whole thing where it's not, you know, separating from the paper. Flip it over and die cut it again. If anything, you may need to shim, which is adding an extra piece of cardstock underneath, kind of like the Princess and the Pea, putting something under the mattress. So just, it's gonna lift it up a little bit more, okay? So there's that. It also has in the suite some very pretty ribbons in colors that coordinate with the paper, terracotta tile and old olive. The embossing folder, which, oh, it's so pretty. It looks like little flowers that are floating around. So there's that one. And then, ta-da, embellishments that sparkle. Rachel likes those. These are the gilded gems, and they kind of look to me like gold rhinestones. I look at my rhinestones, those, you know, the clear rhinestones, and I'm like, they look more silver. I wish I could get them gold. And when you get the yellower ones, they just they look more like yellow. But these are definitely a true gold, and they kind of have that rhinestone shape. So, a sample card that I did, and I shared this on my blog today. I think it was today. Today or yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday. But this is using those branch pieces that come from the border. And then, of course, the frame, what was that one called? Ornate frames. Ornate layers. Ornate layers dies here. The stamp set with the words in it. A little bit of gold foil paper behind this layer so that just the little polka dot areas come through. Another ornate border along here. The gilded gems. This is a negative piece from this die. So if you die cut this piece here, there's little tiny hearts in there. So that's where I got that from. So just, you know, be creative when you get your scraps. Don't throw them all away because they could make up some pieces that you might need. Prize time? Are we ready for prize? What's still in stock? I think so. Yes, Anne. Are they still in stock? She says, I'm guessing that you're asking about this stuff. This is pre-order stuff right now. So demonstrators can pre-order, or new demonstrators who are getting the kit can get this stuff. Otherwise, just a couple weeks away, April 1st. So if you're not planning on getting the starter kit, or you're not a demonstrator, just a couple weeks away, and you'll be able to get your hands on all these beautiful products. You can buy them either as a whole suite, or you can buy them separately. Fun stuff. Okay, so let's move this. Let's show you the prizes. I'm going to stick this behind you here, Nick. The prizes for today are, and some of my demonstrators and my team are going to laugh because I'm bringing in some things that people didn't choose last night in our team event. A Stampin' Up! Little tote. It's super cute. And a 30-year anniversary pin. For anybody who wants that, that's one prize choice. I have a couple packs of bee paper, the golden honey, I should say. It was a celebration choice. And I have, you know, a good number of 3x4 inch layers in here, plus some other good sized pieces. Then we have some choices, other celebration choices. Sending You Thoughts, which is a celebration stamp set, and I already have it myself, so I don't need it. And then the Ladybug set. So if you already have the Ladybug set, you don't need it, right? But if you don't, this is your chance. I have a couple of them left. So lots of prize choices. Again, only 3 winners. So hopefully everyone will get something that they like from the picks here. I love it. Pick me, pick me. It works, you guys, because I think that there's a lot of people that say that, and it gives them good luck.
Oh. Okay.
Nick's laughing. All right, so let's set up the computer here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay, so we're on my homepage. My homepage is Stamp Your Art Out with Rachel. That's where you're at right now. And we're going to find the video section. We're going to click on that. And we're going to scroll to our live video. I believe I can click here. No, I'm going to have to pull up the whole thing. Okay, we're going to pull up the whole thing, grab the link, and we're going to stop. We're going to make her be quiet. Oh, good. The sound isn't on. And we're going to go over to another web page called Comment Picker. We're going to put the link in here and click Find. How many people do we have commenting? We have 159 of you that have commented while I've been live. Thank you so much. So we're drawing the live prize first, and then I'll show you the winners from the last week's video, okay? So here we go. Start. You know what I forgot to do? Well, We're going to pick 4 winners. Glenda Robinson Morgan. Yay. I'm going to pick 4 winners because I forgot to do something. I forgot to refresh my page, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't.
I don't think so.
No, it was refreshed. Okay, we're good. Phew, I was worried. All right, everybody got a chance. Oh, and look at the hearts. I can't see that when I'm actually looking at this camera here. I can't. You guys are so sweet. Thank you.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
You can see how many hearts and how many likes are right there next to it because it says.
Oh yeah, they
many?
pop up there. See, I never look there.
Nope.
Thanks, Nick. All right. So Glenda Robinson Morgan, you're the winner. I hope that you're still on with us. People are congratulating you. Hopefully you can get in touch with me. So, all right. What did that say? Tell Nick that he has a bunny named Nick Jr.
Yep, I saw that comment earlier.
All right. From our last video that we had on Facebook 2 weeks ago, we had the Magnolia Umbrella Twisted Gatefold card. You guys remember that, hopefully. And the winner from that was Carolyn Weaver. So congrats to Carolyn. She gets one of those fun boxes of goodies that has all the Magnolia stuff in it. And also from the YouTube link, which I copied and pasted, the winner from that is Maureen Schnell. So thank you, everyone. Congratulations to you. Yay! And thank you so much for your help, Nick. All right. Oh, and I wanted to kind of bring you up to date too, because some of you asked me, and this way I don't have to respond to the comments, and I can just tell you here, because I'm trying really hard not to comment or even click like or love on all of my videos anymore. It's so hard because I want to interact, but I am looking at them, I am reading them, but that repetitive motion is really hard on my arms. So I'm going to a physical therapist. Well, I've gone once. I don't know if I'll have appointments for a while now, but I've gone once and I've got some exercises. She doesn't think it's that extreme. Thanks, Nick. You can. Oh, I already thought you were leaving.
No, somebody said I earned my donut, so I was looking for it.
Oh, yes. And so it's not that extreme, but for me, I'm a wimp, so it's painful. And she gave me exercises to stretch. So I'm going to keep on doing those exercises, but I'm going to try really hard to just read comments and only respond physically to the comments if I feel the need is strong. So
Spend your time with your son.
thank you. Yes, I'll spend more time with my kiddos, because I think I told you guys that before too.
Yay.
That sometimes responding to comments takes me up to what, 3 hours? Sometimes it's been. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It makes me feel loved, but it's crazy the amount of time that you could spend doing that. So thank you for everyone and understanding that. And take care. We will see you next Wednesday, March 25th. I've got projects for you. And after this, I'm going to record my paper pumpkin video because I got my kit. I'm so excited. So that's going to be released this week too. I love you guys. Be safe. Be healthy. Take care of your families. And yes, you stay well as well. Thanks, Mary Jo. I saw your comment come through. I love you guys. Take care. See you next week. Bye-bye.